general, we know that women file for divorce more often than not. I think a lot of times we do it out of hurt, out of anger, unforgiveness. And you covered this with Dr. Spirit, which shout out to you, sis. I love you.
Shout out to Dr. Spirit.
But it's a lot of unforgiveness, and that unforgiveness, if it's left unforgiven, turns into bitterness, and that bitterness can build a fence, and that fence becomes very hard to feel when you build that wall up.
Mm.
And I think that of course I won't go into specifics about what happened or why it happened. Um, but I will say that it's very important for you to seek wise counsel. I've had a therapist for a very long time, so loved ones, people that support you. You want to make sure that you are involving in that decision making, and you have to really decide and make a very calculated decision based upon your belief systems, based upon who you're speaking to, your wise counsel, like giving them the information, and then making the best decision. I think that we do take divorce very casually, and I'll
Yeah.
admit I probably looked at it a little less intensely as I should have.
Mm.
That's me looking back on it, because I would never tell. I work with women. I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And when you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember like when I made like the decision, I was like hysterically crying
Mm.
on the phone with my attorney. That was not the
Wow.
person I should have been on the phone with when like that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying. And I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated.
Mm.
We can be intoxicated with our emotions, and I'm very much emotionally led. I feel very strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate. But I would never tell somebody to make that decision when they're that emotional. But of course, and I wasn't talking to someone that genuinely would be for marriage, or for reconciliation. And that's not no slight to my,
No, it's
The
attorney.
current-
things. It's
friends.
not. Yeah, it has nothing. There's no slight to that. Not the friends, but I was on the phone with my attorney.
Yeah.
So it was something that was being said to me that hurt me at that time. And that, so at that time when I was on the phone and I made that decision, I was livid. I was emotional. I was hysterical. And so if anything, if I could take anything from that and advise somebody else, because I don't want families to be torn apart,
Yeah.
it would be that if you're that hurt and you're like that emotional about someone, that's not a lack of love. Like the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. It's void of love, void of feelings. And so if I'm that emotional and I'm that hurt and I'm like on that level where I'm just like, I can't stop thinking and I'm just obsessing over why I am hurt. I if it's misguided and misdirected, it can go in a bad direction. And so I think that with that being said, I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
And I made a decision like, well, I'm so angry, I'm so hurt, and this is, and I'm just like, forget it, like, never mind, like, I need to be done with this. This is horrible, you just ruminating on all the negative things and not focused on any of the positive things. I posted a reel, and I mean this. I really mean this. There was a guy who was talking about that before he decided to marry his wife, he had said or had told um his wife that he needed to choose the people that would speak to her in her most emotional moments.
Mm.
And it was people that would be for the relationship.
Right.
And I know a lot of people had different kind of like comments about the person and everything like that, but the message of what he was saying for me resounds true, because the people I had in my ear at the time were not for that.
Let me ask you this, because I think that's such a good point. Like, when you're even in that spot where when you're emotional,
Yes.
you're in the pit of your relationship.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I wanted to get on here and kind of talk about the Tyrese Gibson and his ex-wife, Samantha Lee. So she did an interview talking about how, and we kind of looked at the clip, how she was not happy and made poor decisions, I should say, made poor choices, and she went ahead and filed for a divorce out of emotions. Now I feel bad because even though this divorce happened like years ago, but now she is having second thoughts. And so I'm thinking, I'm like, why would you make such a permanent decision off of emotions? And so, as she said in the clip, she had said, well, I wanted to, I was upset, I was going through something, but her nor Tyrese had said what was the issue. But it made you that emotionally upset that you call your attorney. Now, ladies, I love me some Tyrese, especially that song, Sweet Lady. Sweet lady, won't you be my sweet lover a lifetime? I'll be there for you. Oh, he is so fine. And so when we watch his clip, which we're gonna watch in a second, where he talks about how he was upset, he was hurt, he was crying over the divorce, he was trying to get home, and she kind of put like a mask over the camera and packed up all her stuff and moved out, and didn't even, while he was trying to get home to save his marriage. Now, ladies, Tyrese, he appears to be, according to the interview clip, someone who, he said he didn't cheat on Samantha. All marriages have disagreements. Now, we are going to agree to disagree. That's just, the way life is. You're in a marriage, even friendship. But you have to be able to find people that's in your corner. Let me put my seatbelt on, because I know I should be driving my seatbelt on. Oh wait. So you're gonna have where you're gonna agree to disagree, right? But we have to find people that's going to speak life into us, into our husbands or our friends or whoever the case is. We can't just, if we're upset, we can't run to someone who is not able to be an advocate to speak life into me and say, hey, so and so, or hey, Samantha, let's talk about things. Let's try to work through this. Is it really that whatever made you so upset? Was it to that point where you wanted to, just quit? So that's the things that we have to, as ladies, even gentlemen. And I feel really bad for Tyrese. I love me some Tyrese. So it bothers me when I saw that clip last night, the interview and his reaction to her wanting to reconcile, and he was like, nah, when you divorced me some years ago. You didn't care about how I feel. You didn't care about the 1-year-old. You didn't care about anything. You wanted your attorneys to be wanting money from me. And then, guys, this is the thing that I'm tripping about, because they have a prenup. So what are they fighting about? They have a prenup. And Tyrese said, if we listen to the clip, Tyrese said, hey, you wanted $20,000 a month for our 1-year-old, but I gave you every year which you asked for, and in the prenup it says no alimony. So Tyrese is feeling like she never loved him, because what I'm gathering from this whole, with her and him, it's like she never loved him. If you truly love someone, guys, and we all know, if you truly love someone, you will try to work things out. You will not go immediately to a divorce. So when someone goes there to a divorce, that means you are completely done. There's like no coming back from anything. And now she's like backtracking. Like, this reminds me so much of Tia Mowry, where now Tia Mowry is now regretting divorcing her husband Corey. But I mean, I'm not sure why she is regretting that, because didn't he cheat? I don't know. I don't really follow her like that for real, so I have no idea. But my boy Tyrese, I love you, right, Tyrese? But now Tyrese is right now he is seeing somebody named Zelly. But I just want us to, kind of look at this situation, from us on the outside looking in, and learn something from this, that we cannot always react from our emotions, that feelings are not facts, and we have to understand that feelings are not facts, that we can't just keep, just because we're upset about something, or there is an issue, we just run to outside people that is not connected to our unit. If you don't want to connect with family, get with your pastor. Tyrese says that they were, Creflo Dollar and Taffy Dollar married those two. So if they were married by them, then they should be able to have an open door where they can get counseling. I honestly feel, Tyrese, hey, let her go. You're right. Stand your ground. You've moved on. You are in a total another relationship. And at this point, she made a bad decision off of emotions. And it's unfortunate, like, she did not have the right people in place to kind of help her and make her make wise decisions. So, that's just how that cookie crumbles for me, right? So we're gonna kind of look at his clip and kind of see his reaction. But I just wanted to kind of come on here and talk about that. Like, Samantha Lee, nah, have several seats, okay? Like, stop clout, what is it? They said clout chasing is what he was saying. But anywho, we're gonna take a look at that clip and just kind of hear, what Tyrese have to say. And at the end of the day, we need to make better decisions, and we need to not be so quick to get angry, and try to ask questions on how did we play a role in what is affecting the failing of a relationship or a friendship. So we're gonna take a look at this clip. All right, guys, I'll see you in a few.
Hold on. Look, man, I was not going to respond to this video of my ex that's now gone viral. She is loving it. Congratulations, you went viral again over something else that you said, because you're trying to build up your YouTube page and get your followers up. Listen, man, listen. If you had people in your ear that influenced you into leaving your husband and your 1-year-old child, your innocent 1-year-old child. We both were divorcee kids, grew up in toxic environments, torn in between our old family, new family, stepfather, stepmother. That's a life that we both lived. And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless. None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. Let's go even further. When Aventer Gray and Pastor John Gray were having their own marital issues at the time, you arranged a therapy session with Aventer Gray at our house. And when she walked out of her therapy session, she walked into the foyer where the Bumblebee is, and there was 50 boxes with like 7 or 8 people there packing up all the shit to leave the house. And I was in an airplane on my way home to try and fight and save our marriage. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own. This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't. Now you out here playing on single mothers and their emotions, playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and fucked up marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional. That's not what that was. You think I would have a song entitled "I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me" if I didn't really feel that way? You think I would have a song out called "Love Transaction" if I didn't realize that it was never love, it was just a transaction? This shit is about money. You've hired 3 law firms trying to fucking suck me dry. I'm approaching $1 million in legal fees, and we had a prenup. You already tried to ask me to come back. You already tried to reconcile. I told you I was in a relationship with Zelly, and I was not willing to go and break this off or cut this woman off because you decided to wake up on a Wednesday and come back and play in the sandbox. Everything about the way you left me was heartless. It was evil. You never considered me, your marriage, and let alone your innocent 1-year-old child. She had to celebrate her 2nd birthday apart. And if you really are really suddenly caring about the effects that you've had on me and your family, why don't you sit these fucking lawyers off of me? Call your lawyers right now and tell them that everything that you're still trying to get right now, you don't want it no more. $20,000 a month for a child? Our prenup says no alimony. Our prenup said everything that the prenup said. You're trying to crack the prenup, and it's been 3 years of it. I should have never hired a fucking attorney. I had a prenup. Everything that I was supposed to give you in the prenup, I've gave it to you. You want more. And it's been 3 years. I've moved on. I'm with Zelly. You moved on. I don't even want to tell niggas the first nigga you started dating when we broke up. Because you going to go viral from that. If I were to tell niggas who you started dating as soon as we broke up, you would go viral from that. All you want is attention. You want Facebook followers. You want Instagram followers. You're trying to be a life coach and you trying to get niggas to drink the Kool-Aid. You fucking with a real one right here. Everybody can see through your bullshit. I may be alpha. I may be loud. I may appear to be a narcissist, as some niggas would say in the comments. Girl, you was good to leave that nigga. He's a narcissist. No, she's a fucking narcissist. Not only is she a narcissist, but she's a sociopath as well. And what is a sociopath? Someone who will maliciously and vindictively do some shit, fuck over you, hurt you, be made aware of the fact that they inflicted trauma and pain on you and not even call you and text you to say they sorry. Did you think about the effects that it was going to have on me or our innocent child when you left me the way you did? Did you think about anything? No, it's all about Samantha. So now, go ahead and chase whatever career you're trying to chase. Go ahead and go viral. Go ahead and keep doing your goofy ass podcast and Miracle Mondays and whatever the fuck else you're trying to build. Over here, I don't want no one to confuse me releasing songs the way Adele released songs about her ex-husband, the way Jasmine Sullivan and Mary J. Blige release songs about their exes when they get cheated on, lied, get fucked over, when they go through painful relationships that come to an end. I don't want no one to confuse me releasing songs, singing about how I feel about Samantha with confusing me wanting this woman back. If I wanted her back, I would have got her back. I don't want Sam. She may be saying that she was thinking about, no. If you had people in your ear when you left me, those same people are in your ear 3 years later because the fucking lawyers are still on my back every day. Go sell this shit to somebody else. Look at every interview I've done, from Sway in the Morning to the Breakfast Club to everything that I've been posting and everything that I've been saying. And if you don't like me, nigga, I don't like you. I don't need none of you women in my comments saying they like me. I don't care to be liked. I got my heart broke. I was married. I was with this woman for 5 years. I never cheated. I got more access to pussy than most niggas I know. I was a good man, a good husband, and very, very focused on my family and my children. And the $2,500 or $2,600 that I was giving Samantha since she decided to leave me, I was giving her that for 2 years straight without a court order.